So you like anime? Huh, Patrick?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not my thing, but I can see why some people would like it.
Yeah, I guess some people do. But to me, anime just seems like a bunch of weird drawings with noise in the background round.
Well, can be kind of that way for some people, but to others, it can be really cool and inspiring.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It just depends on how you look at it.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, I think we are stuck in a loop.
What do you mean?
Well, every time we go through the same cycle of activities. We clean and we go to bed, but nothing ever changes.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's like the universe is trying to tell us something.
Maybe it's telling us that we're wasting our time here. We should get out of this loop and start living life to the fullest.
You were right, SpongeBob. We should break out of this loop and see what life has in store for us.
A few moments later.
Patrick, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I sure do. I mean, look at that it has down the street. It's got all those cobwebs and stuff. And who knows, maybe there's a ghost living inside.
Well, I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in ghosts with legs.
What do you mean?
You know, like the Boogie Man with legs. He's out there lurking in the dark, waiting to jump out and scare us.
Who? No way. Those don't have legs. They're just phantoms made out of air and shadow.
2 seconds later.
Hey, Patrick, do you know, well, Delphine?
Yeah, she's an ugly bird girl.
Well, that's not entirely true. Well, Delphine is actually quite pretty.
Really? How can you be sure?
Well, for one thing, she has a really cool ship.
Well, I guess that could be considered pretty, but even if she's pretty on the outside, she's still an ugly bird girl on the inside.
A few moments later.
Guys, do you think speedrunning Minecraft is a good idea?
I don't know, SpongeBob. It sounds risky.
Well, I'm all for it. If we can get a good time, it'll show that we're the best at the game.
Yeah, but there's always the risk of getting caught.
That's true, but at least we're trying new things. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and win a prize.
2 seconds later.
Hey, Patrick, stop by the chum bucket for a second.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
I just wanted to ask you about something.
About what?
The chum bucket. Do you like it here?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Okay, good, because we are not moving anytime soon.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, wanna play a game?
Sure thing. What game do you have in mind? Do you...
Well, we can play a spy.
Okay, let's do it. Ooh, you're totally disqualified.
Oh no, I'm not done yet. I spy another booger. Yuck, that's 2 out of 3. Isn't that right, Patrick?
Yeah, sure. Waker.
2 seconds later.
SpongeBob, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I was just thinking about Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, I think about him all the time. He's always so tired.
Yeah, he's always sleeping. And he's always so lazy.
Yeah, he's probably the laziest snail in the sea.
I don't know about that. There are a lot of lazy snails out there. But Sleepy Joe is definitely one of the worst ones.
3 hours later.
Patrick, I think it's time we seize the means of production.
What do you mean? SpongeBob?
Well, I mean we should take over the factory and create our own products.
But that's illegal.
Nah, if we do it right, we can hire a lawyer to make sure everything is legal. It'll be a great opportunity for us to make more money and be more successful than ever before. What do you think?
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, did you see that One Guy, One Jar video?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I think it's pretty gross. But that guy's got some serious stretching skills.
Yeah, I think he probably could fit an entire jar up his ass if it had broken.
Yeah, maybe. But at least he didn't get any blood on himself or anything.
Exactly.
A few moments later.
Patrick, I just got an idea. What if we organized an orgy?
What do you mean?
It would be like a big party where everyone could have some fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it could be a lot of fun. Everybody could get naked and have lots of sex.
I don't know, SpongeBob. I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Come on, it'll be fun. We can invite Sandy and Mr. Krabs and all our friends from work. What do you say?
2 seconds later.
Hey Patrick, how are you doing?
I'm good, Squidward, but I have to say, I'm a little surprised that you got arrested.
Yeah, well there was this big fight and
The police were called,
that's right.
and they took you away.
Yep,
What did you do?
I don't know. They wouldn't tell me anything.
Well, maybe the story will turn out better than ours did. Do you come over to my house and watch TV?
Sure, Patrick, that sounds like fun.
A few moments later.
Do you think we should get a lawyer?
Yeah, I think we should.
Sure, I mean, who would want one?
Yeah, I guess. But who do we get?
Why don't we ask Saul Goodman?
Who?
Saul Goodman. He's a lawyer. He could help us out.
A few moments later.
Patrick, I think it's time we upgrade to Windows 11.
No way. I'm not switching to that new Microsoft platform.
It's really the future, Patrick.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm sticking with the good old Windows 8.
Oh, come on. You're going to be missing out on all the new features Windows 11 has to offer.
Like what?
Well, for starters, there's a new user interface that's really user-friendly. And there are also a bunch of new security features that'll keep your computer safe from hackers.
Yeah, but no thanks. I'm good with Windows 8.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much, just chilling. What about you?
Same old, same old. I'm just waiting for the next customer.
So, what are you doing today?
I'm waiting for the next customer.
Oh, that sounds like it's gonna be a long wait. Hey, why don't we go grab a bite to eat? I'm starving.
Yeah, good idea. Let's go to the Krusty Krab.
2 seconds later.
Patrick, Gary, what's the verdict?
I don't know, SpongeBob. It's kind of hard to say.
Meow. 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 Meow.
I don't know what to do. This dilemma is really cheering me up.
Let's just give up and go home, SpongeBob.
Meow. 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 Meow.
A few moments later.
Patrick, have you ever seen a nut that big?
No, I haven't, and I've seen a lot of nuts.
Well, then you don't know what you're talking about. That nut was huge.
Yeah, but I don't know why. It just seemed like a normal-sized nut to me.
Maybe because it was inside Sandy's body. Sandy's got the biggest nuts in the whole town.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
Oh, just hanging out here relaxing. I was thinking, what's the strangest thing you've ever seen?
Well, I once saw a guy drive a car through a wall. That was pretty strange.
That's really strange. What did you do after that?
I just walked away from it all. I figured the guy was probably just crazy.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much, SpongeBob. Just thinking about the island of Taywin. Seems like a pretty cool place.
Darwin, what's that?
It's a country out in the middle of the ocean.
The island of Taywin is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. The people are friendly and the scenery is magnificent. I can't wait to visit there one day.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, you like mayonnaise?
I used to not like it, but no, I actually kind of love it.
Really? W-H-Y?
It's just really smooth and creamy.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a great condiment.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, I was thinking,
What about it, SpongeBob?
that maybe I should get off the pot.
Yeah, I think a good idea. You don't want to get too old and feeble.
Exactly. So, what do you think? Should I give it a T or Y?
Of course, you can always come back to the pot if it doesn't work out, but at least you'll have tried.
A few moments later.
Who, Patrick? What are you talking about?
You know, the sexiest Pokemon of all.
Oh, that's not fair. There are a lot of really cool Pokemon out there.
I know that, but nowhere as sexy as the Machamp.
Machamp. He's a big, muscle, warrior type Pokemon. He's not really my type.
That doesn't matter. He's got really big muscles and he looks really sexy. Guys love him and girls love to get close to him. He's the perfect Pokemon for any guy or girl who wants to feel sexy and powerful.
Okay, I'll give you that Machamp is pretty sexy, but I still think there are better Pokemon out there, like Charizard or Flareon. They're definitely more my type.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, have you been using the computer a lot lately? Have you been
No, not really. I don't really feel like it.
Why not?
I just don't really feel like it. I'm kind of lazy now that we don't have to use the computer as much.
Yeah, I get that. I used to be lazy too when we didn't have to use the computer that much either. But now we do have to use it, so we should probably start using it again.
Yeah, you were right. Start using the computer again.
A few moments later.
I don't know what to think about the flat earth theory.
Gee, it's just a theory, SpongeBob.
Yeah, but it makes so much sense. After all, if the earth is flat, then why do we have to go around in circles on it?
Oh, it's just a matter of perspective. From where we're standing, everything looks like a circle. But from up high on the flat earth, everything would appear flat.
Guess you have a point there.
A few moments later.
Patrick, don't be ridiculous. There's no way that I could have
Yeah, right. You're the one who always talks about how careful you have to be. Why would you risk it?
I just don't see how it could happen. I'm always so careful.
Yeah, well, maybe you are not as careful as you think you are. Maybe somebody give you an STD and you don't even know it.
That's ridiculous. There's no way that could happen.
A few moments later.
Hey, SpongeBob, I've been thinking about Harry Potter a lot lately.
Yeah, me too. I can't believe he's really gone.
Yeah, it feels like such a loss.
I know what you mean. It's like he was a part of our lives for so short a time, but he left such an impression on us.
Exactly! He was such a good wizard. And he had such a great impact on the world.
Yeah, he did. He was an inspiration to us all.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Anyway, do you think about him all the time? What do you think about his death?
Oh man, I think about him all the time. I always feel kind of melancholy when I think about him dying, but at the same time I'm really grateful for all the good that he did in his life. He was an important person in history and in our lives.
2 seconds later.
Alright, Patrick, let's settle this once and for all. Who's the biggest butt in Bikini Bottom?
I think it's me.
No way, Pat! You're the biggest butt in Bikini Bottom. I mean, come on, you've got this huge round butt.
Yeah, but look at your SpongeBob. It's so flat and scrawny.
Well, I guess you've got a point there, but don't you think mine is still pretty big?
Yeah, sure it is, but I think you're the most popular guy in Bikini Bottom and that makes you the biggest butt in town.
A few moments later.
So what are you two doing?
Just talking about life, Squidward.
Yeah, I was just saying, life can be really tough sometimes.
You think?
Yeah, you know, all the screaming and crying. It can be tough going through life.
You're right, Patrick. Life can be tough, but it can also be really rewarding if you just let go and enjoy it.
Oh, I suppose you're right. But I don't always feel like letting go and enjoying life.
Why not?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because I tend to get a bit depressed sometimes.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not really. I mean, sure. But I don't know. I don't want to talk about it now.
Okay. Well, if you ever need to talk about it, just let us know, okay? We're here for you. Squidward.
A few moments later.
Guys, have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I.
Well, they probably don't exist. But just in case they do, you should know how to treat them.
Yeah, so how do we treat ghosts?
Well, you give them a cross and tell them to go away.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much. What about you?
I just wanted to talk to you about that weird thing that happened the other day.
What weird thing?
You know, the incident with the Krabby Patty.
Oh, the incident with the Krabby Patty. Well, what about it?
I don't know. I just think it's strange that you ate one and then suddenly became so sick. It doesn't make sense.
Well, you'd think so, but it's not like I was actually sick or anything. It was just a little bit of ketchup that got my tongue ill. And then I started feeling sick. It was pretty minor. Really? But still, it doesn't make sense. Why did becoming sick make me eat the patty? It doesn't make any sense at all.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't understand it at all.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, have you seen my pickle jar?
No, I haven't seen your pickle jar.
Oh, well, I think it got washed away.
What do you mean it got washed away? Where could it have gotten washed away to?
I don't know. Maybe the ocean.
Well, we'll just have to go find it. Let's head out to the ocean.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much, SpongeBob. Just thinking about Kenny East.
What about him?
I don't know, SpongeBob. He just seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
A few moments later.
So, Patrick, do you think that our friendship is really over?
I don't know, SpongeBob. It's hard to tell because we've been through a lot of good times together, but I guess we just can't seem to get on the same page anymore.
Well, I guess that means our friendship is really over.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's been nice knowing you. SpongeBob, thanks for everything.
Patrick, wait. We can still be friends.
Sorry, SpongeBob, but I don't think so. Thanks for everything, Thog. Goodbye.
2 seconds later.
Patrick, you're the smartest person I know.
Thanks, SpongeBob. But aren't you smart too?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm not worried about this virus.
Why not?
Well, because there's nothing you can do about it. The virus is going to take over the world and we're going to die, just like everyone else.
Well, maybe not like everyone else. We could at least try to survive.
Patrick, there's nothing we can do. The virus is already spreading through the world and soon it will be everywhere. One day, it'll be too late and we'll die.
A few moments later.
Patrick, did you hear about the robbery at the sperm bank?
Yeah, it was pretty scary. They got away with a lot of sperm.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a shame. The sperm bank was such a valuable target.
Yeah, but you know, at least they didn't get any of our sperm.
That's right. We're still constitutional sperm donors.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, have you heard about RTX 4090?
No, what is it?
It's a new graphics card that's gonna be really powerful.
I'm not sure if I want to buy one. It sounds expensive.
Yeah, it is kinda expensive, but it might be worth it. I mean, think about how cool it will be when we can play games at max settings without lag.
A few moments later.
Whoa, Patrick! You're really into communist dictatorships these days. What's up with that?
What do you mean?
Well, have you seen this article about the dictatorship in Bikini Bottom? It's pretty scary.
I don't know, SpongeBob. I'm not sure what is that's so scary about it.
I mean, they force everyone to wear these little bikini bottoms all the time. It's like they're living in some kind of totalitarian dictatorship.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But you know, at least the Bikini Bottomians have jobs and food to eat. The dictators in those other countries don't seem to be having too much luck in those areas.
A few moments later.
Patrick, have you heard the news?
What news?
The news about the guy in Dutchy that's been terrorizing the town?
No, what about it?
He's been tearing up the street and flipping cars over.
Oh my god, that's terrible. How do we stop him?
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, do you like your Yuri?
Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the difference is.
Yuri's the Japanese term for a type of anime and manga image featuring two males in a romantic relationship, while Yuri is the Japanese term for a type of anime and manga image featuring two females in a romantic relationship.
So what's the difference?
Yuri tends to be more sexualized, while Yuri is more romanticized.
A few moments later.
Patrick, you know how I always worry about you.
What about me?
You know, with the erectile dysfunction, I've been thinking maybe you should see a doctor.
What's the big deal? I can still get it up.
Huh? Sure you can, but do you really want it? You might find out there's more to life than just getting your rocks off.
That sounds like a load of crap to me. I want my rocks off.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, did you notice how Sandy's got a big tail?
Yeah, SpongeBob. It's kind of weird.
Well, I think it's kinda cute.
What about you, SpongeBob? Do you like Sandy's tail?
Yeah, I do. It's kinda fun to watch.
A few moments later.
I just can't believe that Patrick is trying to convince me to go to Brazil with him.
Hey, what's wrong?
I don't know. It just feels kind of crazy to me.
Come on, it'll be fun. We can go salsa dancing and eat all the Brazilian food we want.
But, Patrick, Brazil is such a huge country. What if we get lost?
Don't worry, we'll have the map from the travel agency. Plus, we can always call for help if we need it.
Okay, I guess you're right. It would be fun to go to Brazil. If only I wasn't so scared.
A few moments later.
Hey, SpongeBob! I've been thinking about how to get out of this simulation.
Yeah, me too.
I think the only way to escape is to find a way to change the program parameters.
The That makes sense. But how are we going to do that?
I don't know. Why we have to try something?
A few moments later.
Guys, I think we should all try a foursome.
What? Are you out of your mind?
No, I think it would be fun.
You're out of your mind.
Guys, let's just think about this for a second. What do you think Patrick would say if we tried a foursome?
Coming over, Gus? I think it would be fun.
Stuffing you are out of your mind.
A few moments later.
But men are so hot.
You're telling me? I mean, they're strong and muscular and stuff.
Yeah, and they've got great buddies.
Well, I guess you could say that, but don't you think they're a little too muscle-bound?
What do you mean?
I don't think their bodies are proportionate to the rest of their body. They're too buff. It looks odd to me.
A few moments later.
Hey Patrick, do you think our world is fake?
No way. This world is just like the others I've seen.
But what if it's fake? What if there's no duff nuts in the sky or rainbows at the end of the rainbow?
Come on, SpongeBob. How could a world be fake when we can see and feel it just as clearly as any other?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think I've ever been this homesick for home.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, do you happen to know anything about squirrel milk?
Well, actually, I used to work at a squirrel farm.
What did you do there?
I fed the squirrels and took care of them.
Did they like their milk?
The squirrels loved their milk.
A few moments later.
Hey Patrick, have you heard the news?
What news?
That the 6 is coming out.
Yeah, I heard. I'm not sure if I want to play it, though.
Why not? It's one of the biggest video games ever.
Yeah, but it's also a bit violent.
Well, that's part of the fun. You don't have to worry about being violent, though. I'm sure they'll make an edge rating for it.
Me?
A few moments later.
What's the matter? Patrick, you look kind of pale.
I don't know. It just feels really weird to me all of a sudden.
What kind of weird?
Well, for one thing, there's that new guy in town. He's always wearing these crazy clothes and talking to ghosts.
Oh, him! I've never really paid much attention to him. What can you say about him?
Well, he seems really strange to me. He never wears shoes for one thing, and he always carries around this big staff with a skull on it.
I've seen that staff before. It's the same one that Sandy used to have. Didn't she die or something?
Yeah, she did, in fact. It was pretty weird how it all happened. I mean, she just up and died one day.
Yeah, remember that. It was pretty tough on everyone, especially Squidward.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, did you hear about the triple homicide?
Triple homicide? What are you talking about?
You know, the 3 people that were killed last night.
No, I didn't hear anything about that. Who were they?
I don't know, but police are looking for someone to blame. Probably just a random crime, but it's still kind of scary.
A few moments later.
Where the hell is SpongeBob?
He's some sort of sponge.
That means
I don't think anyone does. He's just some random guy who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
that doesn't explain why he's a sponge.
I don't know. Maybe he loves being a sponge more than anything else.
3 hours later.
Hey, do you think it's bad to kiss a man?
No, not at all. In fact, I think it's really cool.
What? You're like a total pervert now.
No way! I just think it's fun to experiment with different kinds of kisses.
I guess you're right, but I still don't want to do it.
A few moments later.
Hi, Sandy!
Hey, SpongeBob, what's up?
Hey, Sandy, what's up?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
We're good, Sandy. Just talking about stuff. What about you?
I'm good too. Just trying to get through the day.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what do you think of Marvel movies?
They're right. I love the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Spider-Man.
And the Guardians of the Galaxy movie was so much fun.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. They always make great movies.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, wanna help me catch Squidward with a clarinet up his ass?
Why, of course. Here we are. Now, do we catch Squidward?
We'll just have to play clarinet catch and see what happens.
What the hell is that racket? Get out of my house!
A few moments later.
Patrick, what's the deal with you and Lil Bunny?
What do you mean?
You just go around talking about her all the time. It's kinda creepy.
What do you care? She's just a girl.
Yeah, but she's not just any girl. She's the girl that you love.
I don't love her. I just like her.
But that's not normal. You have to love her if you like her.
I don't know if I can do it.
A few moments later.
Now, what could it be?
I don't know.
It's got to be crab meat.
But we can't use any of the regular ingredients because they all have gluten in them.
Well, then we'll just have to find a crab that doesn't have any gluten in his meat.
But how do we know which one has no gluten?
We'll just have to ask them.
3 hours later.
About world domination.
No, I think it would be really fun to rule the world.
The benefit is that you could do anything you want. You could be a dictator, or a king, or waiter.
Yeah, and no one could tell us what to do. We would be in charge.
Probably, but we could still try to overthrow them. Would be a lot of work, but it would be worth it in the end.
2 seconds later.
Why do we need seamen?
To make Krabby Patties.
Exactly. It's the secret ingredient. Without it, our patties would be dry and rubbery.
So where does this semen come from?
From a man.
Quite right, SpongeBob. Male animals produce this valuable secretion to provide food for their offspring. It's a little disgusting, but necessary nonetheless.
A few moments later.
Hey, SpongeBob! What's up?
Not much. Patrick, what about you?
Well, not much other. So what's got you thinking about numbers?
32 septillion, 9, 148 sextillion, 723 quintillion, 593 quadrillion, 745 trillion, 734 billion, 296 million, 348,235 or 433,123.
What the heck is that? I've never seen that before.
A few moments later.
Hey Patrick, have you heard about the Pizza Tower?
Yeah, it's our popular spot around here.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it.
Why not?
It's just huge and ugly.
I guess you have a point there.
A few moments later.
Hey Patrick, do you want to play a game?
Sure, what is it?
I'm going to stroke my dick while you stroke yours.
What the fuck? Dude,
It's just a fun game. We can compete to see who can get the biggest erection.
A few moments later.
hey, do you want to play some video games?
Sure. What kind?
Well, I like games where you shoot guns and stuff.
Yeah, I like those too. Do you have any favorites?
My favorite game is called Call of Duty.
Oh, I played that before. It's kind of boring though. What about you? What's your favorite game?
My favorite game is called Dragon Ball.
A few moments later.
Patrick, have you ever heard of a wafer pillow?
What's a wafer pillow?
It's a pillow that is shaped like a woman.
Why would you want one of those?
So you can sleep better knowing that your waifu is with you.
A few moments later.
Patrick, what do you think about scat?
What do you mean? SpongeBob?
You know, scat, poop.
Well, I don't really know about it. I've never done it.
You've never done it, but you're a moron. You should be able to do it just fine.
Yeah, well, yes, you're right. But I still don't really know how to do it.
A few moments later.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
We were just discussing how we're going to get the secret ingredient for our new Krabby Patty recipe.
Oh, I always use crab meat in my Krabby Patties.
Yeah, I've been using it for years. It's definitely the secret ingredient.
But Mr. Krabs, do you know where to get this special crab meat?
You're right, SpongeBob. I don't know where to get it, but I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Thanks for bringing it up.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, do you know what kind of animal plankton is?
What do you mean?
I mean, what does it look like?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
Oh, well, I guess we'll just have to find out sometime.
A few moments later.
But Sandy, I'm so comfortable on the streets.
Yeah, but SpongeBob, homelessness is a really big problem in the neighborhood. It's not just a little problem. It's a big one.
Patrick, I can take care of myself. I don't need your help.
But SpongeBob, think about how many people are out there who are homeless and in need of help. You can't just turn your back on them.
I don't want to be homeless. Okay, but this is my choice, and I'm going to make it. So just leave me alone.
A few moments later.
Guys, what's Cassie?
It's a term we use to describe someone who is really sexually active.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've been seeing this guy for months and I'm not sure if he's just being this or if he's got some pussy going on.
Oh, I get it. You're not sure if he's attracted to you or your vagina.
Exactly!
A few moments later.
Dude, it's starting to drizzle.
No! Just what I needed.
Hey, Patrick, do you have an extra umbrella?
What? Why would I have an extra umbrella?
I was just wondering if you had one.
No! I don't have an extra umbrella!
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, wanna go get some ice cream?
Sure?
I'm not going
Why not?
because I don't like ice cream. So what's the point?
We could always order some from his cream truck.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's go!
3 hours later.
Patrick, have you heard the news?
What news?
The news about the Krusty Krab.
No, what news?
They're closed.
What? How can they be closed? We just opened up a few weeks ago.
I don't know, but it's true. The sign says closed for maintenance.
Well, what do we do now? We're counting on that restaurant to help us make money.
I know, and I'm sorry to say that we're going to have to find another way to make money, but we'll figure it out. In the meantime, let's go eat at the Krusty Krab's rivals, the fishy restaurant.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, do you think it's a good idea to use safe sex when we're having sex?
Safe sex? What is that?
It's just this thing where you use protection when you have sex. You know, like a condom or something.
A kennel? I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be okay, but I don't think I want to use them all the time.
Well, what about just using some kind of protection every time? Like, maybe we could use a rubber.
Oh, sure, sounds okay. But I don't want to be too careful about it. I mean, we can still have fun if we use safe sex. Right, SpongeBob?
A few moments later.
Patrick, do you ever feel existential dread?
Sure. I do all the time.
What do you mean?
Well, let's say you were facing your mortality. You know, the whole will I love forever thing. And then suddenly, you realize that there's no guarantee you could die tomorrow. And that's really scary.
Yeah, I can see how it would be. But it's not just about dying, it's about feeling like there's nothing left alive for. That's pretty scary, too.
2 seconds later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much, SpongeBob. Just wondering how we're gonna get our money back from all the gambling we did on stake.
I don't know. Patrick, we could sell some of our stuff.
Or we could just ask for some money from Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs won't give us any money. Patrick, he's too proud of his riches.
Then what do we do?
I don't know, but we've got to find a way to get our money back.
A few moments later.
Hey, SpongeBob?
What's up, Patrick?
I'm thinking about buying a new PC. What do you think?
You should definitely buy one. A PC is the perfect tool for surfing the internet, playing games, and downloading music. Plus, they're really slim and easy to carry around.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I might as well get one. How much would you say it costs?
Depends on the specs of the machine, but I'd say it runs about $700. $800.
2 seconds later.
Hey, SpongeBob, what are you up to?
Just running a book.
Cool, I like to read it. What book are you reading?
The Cat in the Hat.
That's cool. I love that book.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, want to learn to code?
Yeah, I heard it's really cool.
Yeah, it is. You'll see.
Oh, so how do we start?
We need to find a good tutorial.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, did you hear about that new video game called Skull?
Yeah, I've been playing it a lot lately. It's really fun.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually pretty good at it myself.
Really? How do you do it?
Well, I guess it just sort of comes natural to me. I take a lot of practice and I always make sure to use the right strategies.
Really? That's great. I'm sure I could learn a lot from you if I try hard enough. Thanks for the advice, SpongeBob!
A few moments later.
You told us, Patrick.
Como sa no mi dentronade? Estes la major. Baka di la temporada para estar en casa.
Hey, Silo and El Mundo. Por que no hablamos en español?
2 seconds later.
What are you talking about, SpongeBob? Mrs. Puff's OnlyFans aren't blowing up.
You're right, Patrick. I guess I was just a little worried because they've been blowing up a lot lately.
What do you mean?
Well, last week they blew up 6 times in one day, and the week before that it was 5 times.
Are you sure they're not doing something wrong? Maybe they're not airing the right commercials or something.
I don't know, but I'm going to ask Mrs. Puff if she can find out what's going on.
A few moments later.
Guys, I'm not really comfortable with that prostate exam.
Me, Sandy.
What? Are you two saying we're doing this for SpongeBob's health?
I know, but it just feels kinda wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, SpongeBob. I think we should call it off.
No way. We're gonna do this no matter what you say, okay? Now close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Ah,
A few moments later.
Patrick, you've gotta help me find Plankton.
Why can't you do it yourself, SpongeBob?
Because I think he has testicular cancer.
You're out of your mind, SpongeBob.
I know, but I don't want to lose him.
A few moments later.
Patrick, have you heard about Xi Jinping?
SpongeBob, I have no idea who that is.
He's the new president of China.
Oh, yeah. He's really big in the business world, right?
Yeah, he's really powerful.
He sounds like a pretty good guy.
Yeah, I think so too.
2 seconds later.
Hey, what's up, Patrick?
Just about to finish up at the library. What about you, Sandy?
Oh, just catching up on some homework. What about you, SpongeBob?
I'm just waiting for Mr. Krabs to call me into his office. He said he had something important to talk to me about.
About what exactly? SpongeBob?
I'm not sure, but I know it's something important.
A few moments later.
Not much. Just thinking about how SpongeBob became a communist. Yeah, I do. SpongeBob became a communist because he was trying to help the people.
A few moments later.
Hi, Patrick!
Hey, SpongeBob! What's up?
Not much. Just getting the news.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, there's this new restaurant opening up down the block, and they're serving really good seafood.
Seafood? Isn't that a bit expensive?
You might be right, but it seems like a really good deal, so I'm thinking about trying it out.
Well, I'm sure you will enjoy it, and I may check it out too once I get some money saved up. Bye now! Have fun cooking!
A few moments later.
Hey! SpongeBob, what are you doing out here?
Just thinking about what I want to do when I grow.
Whoa! That's deep. What are you thinking about?
Wait, what day is it now? What the... No. No. No.
It's Thursday.
Oh, I was thinking about becoming a moron biologist.
A few moments later.
Patrick, do you think schizophrenia is a bad thing?
What do you mean? SpongeBob?
I don't know. It just seems like it could be really tough to deal with.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But there's also a lot of good that can come from it. Plus, there's always people who can help you if you need it.
I guess that's true. Thanks, Patrick.
2 seconds later.
Patrick, I don't get it. What the heck is Jojo doing?
Jojo is out there fighting some weird creature.
Yeah, I've seen it on TV. It's like a giant spider with legs.
You're right. It is kind of bizarre. But I don't understand how it could help us defeat Squidward.
Well, maybe Jojo can help us figure out how to stop Squidward from making those fake Krabby Patties.
A few moments later.
Patrick, do you think your girlfriend pegs you?
No, I don't think so. WHY.
Well, she always tells you what to do and she doesn't let you make any decisions on your own. She's like a bossy woman.
Maybe she's just trying to be helpful.
I don't think so, Patrick. Sometimes a woman just wants to control everything around her.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, did you see that weird thing Mom bought at the store?
What weird thing?
The cum sock. I don't know what it is, but it's gross.
That a sock with cum on it?
Yeah? Something about it just makes me grossed out.
A few moments later.
What's up, Patrick?
You killed that kid.
What guy?
That kid over there. You killed him.
Nah, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't do anything.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, have you been on Twitch lately?
What do you mean?
I mean, have you been watching me online?
No, Of course not. Why would I let you when I can watch my own stream?
I don't know. Maybe because you're not as good as me.
Well, at least I'm not pretending to be something I'm not. You're always pretending to be someone you're not, like a sponge.
Hey, Sponge, what?
You know, like a washing machine or something. You're just a silly sponge.
I am not. And stop calling me that. It's annoying.
A few moments later.
Patrick, you're getting fat.
What? No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. Look at these muscles on your arms. They're big enough to hold a whole loaf of bread. And look at that gut. When was the last time you ate anything decent?
I don't know. Probably when I woke up this morning.
Well, you should eat something sooner than later. You might not be able to fit into those clothes much longer.
Yeah, I know. I'll eat something. Thanks for the advice, SpongeBob.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much. Just hanging out. What about you?
I'm just waiting on my next customer. So far, so good. Yeah, I think so. Hey, Patrick, have you ever thought about starting your own business?
What do you mean?
Well, maybe you could start your own business selling sponges. That's something that could really work for you.
I don't know, SpongeBob. That sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but it could be a great opportunity for you. Think about it, Patrick. I hope you decide to give it a try.
A few moments later.
Would he be crossing that bridge?
I don't think so. He's not a very good driver.
What do you mean?
Well, he's not very careful when he's driving. He's always crashing into things.
Oh, I see what you mean. But accidents happen. Nobody's perfect.
But he's very careless about it. He always makes a mess and ends up getting arrested.
You're probably right about that. Nee, I don't think he should cross that bridge. It might be too dangerous for him.
A few moments later.
So, what are you in the mood for, Patrick?
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Oh, hey, Truth. Have you ever had sex?
What? No, of course not. What kind of question is that?
A few moments later.
Oh, man, believe it. I can't McDonald's coming to Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, I heard they're opening up down at the Marina.
Whoa, that's great news. I'm definitely going to have to try their burgers one day.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to chow down on some Big Macs and chocolate shakes.
That sounds really good.
A few moments later.
I bet you can't even play Rocket League.
You're right, Patrick. I can't even pick up a controller and play.
What's the matter? SpongeBob, you afraid of a little competition?
No, of course not. I just don't think I have what it takes to be good at this game.
But you're the one who's always telling me to never give up on my dreams. So are you giving up now?
I don't know. It just feels like I'm not good enough.
Well, that's silly. Anyone can learn to play Rocket League if they try hard enough, and you are definitely good enough to be champion.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
I'm thinking about the Sandy murder.
What about it?
Well, I'm just wondering who could have done it. It's just so strange.
You're right. It is strange. But we'll find out who did it, and they'll be punished for their crimes.
A few moments later.
Patrick, I got a new PC from Starforge PCS.
It's amazing. What kind is it?
It's a gaming PC.
Whoa, that sounds great. What games can you play on it?
I can play most games on it, but the best one is Fallout 4.
Fallout 4? That game is really hard to play on a normal PC. I'm sure you will have no problem playing it on this one.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, do you believe in the flat earth theory?
Well, I guess you could say that I do.
What do you mean?
Well, according to the flat earth theory, the earth is actually a flat disk that floats in space.
Yeah, I've heard that theory before, but does it really make sense?
Not really. The only evidence for it is that people used to believe it back in the old days. But nowadays we know better. Right, SpongeBob?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, do you hate spammers as much as I do?
Yeah, I really do. They're the worst.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like they're everywhere.
Exactly. You can't even turn on the TV without seeing one of those annoying commercials for some bogus product or service. It's enough to drive you nuts.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I just hate hearing those stupid voices in my head.
A few moments later.
Patrick, I'm pregnant!
What?
Yeah, I think it was plankton. He was swallowed by me and he managed to crawl throughout my internal organs until he was able to fertilize my eggs.
Let's find out. We can do an ultrasound and find out the baby's gender.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
A few moments later.
Patrick, do you want a kiss?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, SpongeBob. We've only been friends for a short time.
Yeah, but if we don't kiss now, maybe we won't have the chance later on.
You're right. I don't want to miss out on anything.
Let's go ahead and kiss.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, did you hear the news?
What news?
The news that some scientist has invented a time machine.
No, I didn't hear anything about that. What is it?
It seems like if you travel through time, you could wind up anywhere in the world.
Who? That's crazy. Is this true?
I'm not sure, but according to the news reports, people all over the world are wondering if this machine is real or not.
A few moments later.
Patrick, we've got to break out of this simulation.
I don't know if we can do it, SpongeBob.
But we have to TRY. If we don't, we'll never learn how to be real-life heroes.
True enough, but I don't want to get hurt.
We won't get hurt if we just use our brains and plan things out carefully.
Oh, let's do it.
A few moments later.
Patrick, have you been listening to the news?
No, what's going on?
Well, apparently there's this huge asteroid headed our way.
Really? What are we going to do? We could end up destroyed.
That's right! And it's not the only thing that's worrying me. There's also this new virus going around.
What does that have to do with us?
Well, it seems like people are getting sick really quickly, and some have even died.
Died from a virus? That doesn't make any sense.
I know, but it's happening nonetheless. I think we need to be really careful, especially since so many people are affected.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, check this out. I just found this rap song on the internet.
Why, SpongeBob? That's some pretty heavy stuff. Where are you listening to that stuff?
I don't know. It just seems cool to me.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's very good. It's all about violence and drugs and stuff.
Yeah, I know, but isn't that what rap is all about?
Not really, SpongeBob. Rap is supposed to be a form of action, not just a way to show how violent you are.
Well, I guess you're right. I stopped listening to it.
A few moments later.
Hey, SpongeBob! Did you hear about Patrick getting SpongeBob's mom pregnant?
No, what happened?
Well, I was trying to do the worm, but I couldn't because I was holding my breath, and then I realized that I was holding my breath because I was trying to get SpongeBob's mom pregnant.
So it worked?
Yeah, it worked.
A few moments later.
Guys, I think it's time we had to talk about some of the bad things we've done.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, I've cheated on my test a million times.
I've lied to my friends and family.
And I've stolen stuff.
Yeah, those are all pretty bad things to do. But the worst thing I ever did was...
Patrick, stop! We've talked about this before. The worst thing you ever did was kiss a girl.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but at least it wasn't as bad as some of the other things we've done.
A few moments later.
Patrick, I've been thinking about something. What do you think about cock and ball torture?
I don't know, SpongeBob. I mean, it sounds kind of sinister to me.
I know it does, but there's something about the idea of inflicting pain on someone's privates that just turned me on.
Well, I guess if you really like it, then by all means go for it. But personally, I don't think it's that great of a torture technique.
You may be right, Patrick. I'm not sure if I'm really into it after all.
2 seconds later.
Hey, Patrick, have you heard the news?
What news?
The doctor cheated on his wife.
No, what about him?
He's a cheater.
How do you know?
'Cause he told me himself.
A few moments later.
Everyone's talking about John Pork dying happened.
Well, we don't really know for sure. Some say he was poisoned by a rival pork farmer.
I can't believe it. He was a great guy.
Yeah, we all love John Pork. He was always so friendly and funny.
I know the feeling. He was like a brother to me.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what do you think of my new invention?
It's pretty cool, SpongeBob. What are you going to use it for?
Hey, SpongeBob! What are you doing with that hole in your sponge?
Well, I was thinking of using it to store things like tennis balls or golf balls.
Yeah, I've seen people do that before. It works pretty well.
A few moments later.
Patrick, what's the verdict on these crazy news stories?
Well, SpongeBob, I think it's safe to say that nobody really knows what's going on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It feels like the world is going crazy.
Exactly. And to make matters even more complicated, nobody seems to be able to agree on what's actually happening.
I guess you're right. It's like we're all lost in a haze of confusion.
Exactly. But at least we can always count on each other to have a good laugh about it, right?
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much, SpongeBob. Just thinking about Gamma.
Gamby, what's that?
Gamma is a form of gambling where you make bets with your friends. It can be really fun.
I've never heard of it before, but I guess it could be fun to try it out sometime. What kind of bets do you make?
Well, sometimes you might bet on who will get a certain item in a game, or you might bet on how long somebody will stay in the hot tub. It's really up to you.
A few moments later.
So, are you game for some virtual reality chat?
Not really, but what's the point?
Well, the point is that it's totally insane. Virtual is basically like a totally new internet. You can hang out with your friends and interact with them in a totally new way.
I don't see the appeal. I mean, what's the point of talking to someone in a computer screen?
Patrick, there's just something really cool about being able to talk to people in virtual reality. It feels like you're really connecting with them, and it's totally awesome for meeting new people. You could totally make some new friends this way.
Okay, I'll give it a try. But only if we can play some video games afterwards, too.
3 hours later.
Dude, I don't know how to wake you up.
What?
Maybe if I shake you hard.
Nope, nothing happens.
Okay. Well, maybe if I sing a song.
Nope, nothing happens. Hey, SpongeBob, do you have any ideas?
Don't know. Sorry, Patrick.
A few moments later.
Hey, Squidward. You ever hear about a communist revolution?
What are you talking about, SpongeBob?
I'm talking about when the workers take over and run the government for themselves.
That's ridiculous, SpongeBob. There's never going to be a communist revolution. The workers wouldn't be able to carry out their program if they got control of the government.
That may be true, Squidward, but that doesn't mean we can't discuss it. I think it's important to know what's possible in the world.
A few moments later.
Patrick, I don't like blue waffles.
Why not?
They just don't taste as good to me as regular waffles.
Come on, you're just being picky.
I'm not being picky. Blue waffles just don't taste as good to me as regular waffles. Is that so hard to understand?
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, did you hear the news?
What news?
Hey, Sandy's leaving town. The Sand leave. Hey. No. She's moving to Manhattan.
Manhattan, that's where I will leak you.
We'll figure it out. Patrick, we always do.
A few moments later.
Hey, Sandy, do you want to play a game?
Sure. What game are you talking about?
I don't know. Let's make one up.
Okay, let's make a game where we have to find all of the treasure.
Sounds fun. Let's get going.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, guess what I just found in the sea?
Hey, Needle.
No, a treasure. I found a chest full of gold coins.
Whoa, that's great, SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know, right.
Well, you go ahead and count it. I'm going to take a shower.
Okay.
A few moments later.
Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
Just thinking about how great a blowjob sucks.
Well, I've never given one myself, but I can tell you that they're not all that great.
Oh, come on! You must have had at least one good one.
Yeah, I've had a couple of good ones, but they were not the best thing in the world.
Actually, according to some people, they're really great.
Really? From where do you hear this? Where do
A few moments later.
Patrick, you've got to stop watching The Truman Show.
WHY? It's one of the greatest TV shows ever made.
Patrick, the characters are acting like they're in a movie.
Yeah, and the plot is so interesting.
Really? I didn't think so. The Truman Show is a complete fake. It's just a movie set in a movie world.
A few moments later.
Hey, SpongeBob, I've been thinking about what you said the other day about wanting to be a real ball.
Yeah, I remember. You said that you wanted to be a real surfer.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But what about you? Do you want to be a real sponge?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, being a real sponge would be cool, and I could probably still do my bubble blowing and fish eating and all that stuff.
That's true, but being a real sponge might not be as much fun as being a real ball, you know?
Yeah, maybe you're right. But what if we both become real sponges? That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Hey, SpongeBob, have you heard about DMT?
What's DMT?
DMT is a powerful hallucinogen that can cause some pretty intense visions.
I've read that some people use it to treat anxiety and depression.
I'm not sure I want to try it. It sounds pretty dangerous.
A few moments later.
Hey,